Hey everyone, it's Anna. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for visiting. It's Monday night. It's almost midnight. I should be going to bed here shortly. But I wanted to come on and do a quick video to share some of the cards I've been working on for the past, I don't know, week or so. So the first cards I'm going to show you were made using this stamp here. This is a Stamp Cabana stamp. And this is one that Tina Kappa, Crafty Bean, sent to me. Tina, you sent me a bag of stamps, I think it was last summer, and this was one of the ones that's in it. And this stamp has yet to be put away. It has yet to leave my desk. So I love this stamp, and you can see I've used it and used it and used it. And so I love this stamp. So thank you so much. I actually have one of that kind of chicken. And then I used just a random assortment of stuff from my stash, stamps from my stash. I used these old stamps that I pulled out from my stash a couple weeks ago. So I've been using these again, my little cancellations and some of my little random postage stamps. So these have been really fun to use again. So I'm glad I decided to pull those out and show them some daylight. And then I also used this roll of fake postage stamps that I found on eBay. This I got, I don't know, a couple weeks ago maybe. I don't even think I did a share of this. I got this roll and another roll. But this is just a roll of fake postage stamps. I thought it was really fun. And they're just little stickers on this clear carrier sheet. And you just peel them off. And they're sticky on the backside. So I thought this was a fun little find. And I'll show you the other one I picked up as well. Let's see. It is butterflies. And again, these are just fake postage stamps. I thought they were really cute and would be fun to add to projects. So there's that one as well. And I also used my tracing wheel and some various colors of cardstock here. So these are the little note cards I made using that chicken stamp. I made a little stack of cards here. So you can see that beautiful chicken image is stamped there in black ink on some cream cardstock. And I just used my various different images that I had. I also used this one here from Stampin' Up. This is called Speckled. This is old. This is from, I don't know, 1997. So I've just been enjoying pulling out some of my old stuff and putting it to use. So I think these turned out really fun, though. I love the little collage look of them. I added a little enjoy label. I think this might be from Red Lead, maybe. I had a whole stack of them that I had stamped. So I just decided to stamp some speckles over the top of them and to cut them out and then inked the edges, and they made cute little tags. So there's that one, and then the other color I made is kind of this more fuchsia-y color. So they're pretty much all the same. I think they turned out really fun, though. And then there's one that has, oh yeah, this one right here, I put the enjoy label over on the other side instead of the left side. It's on the right side. So I think these turned out really, really cute. And they were fun to make. I used my little ruler here to rough up the edges of the card and the stamp layer. You can see the little rough edges there. I just used one of these little metal rulers just to kind of drag it along the cardstock. And it does a beautiful job of distressing the cardstock. And it's a whole lot easier to use than a pair of scissors. You know, you can open up a pair of scissors and do the same thing like this with the blade open, but I'm always afraid I'm going to cut my fingers. So I like using these little metal rulers instead. I have two of them here that are always on my desk. And so that's what I use to do my distressing. And they do a beautiful job, you can see there. So kind of fun. And I did faux stitching on here as well. So I just think these turned out so cute. Quite pleased with them, actually. So very, very fun little project. The next bunch of cards I made, I've put a lot of the supplies away, but I do have this out here on my desk. This is from Honeybee Stamps, and it's just their deckled edge die set. They're all just nested. So this, I used a couple different sizes on the cards that I'm going to show you next. I used this fourth one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth one here. And then I used probably the next to outside one, second to last. That's a great set. If you don't have a deckled edge set, this was a good one. All right, so the next card I have to share with you is this one. This is from a Carol Studio stamp, and it's called Winter Memories. and you can pick this up from Simon Says Stamp. I just stamped it on watercolor paper and then colored it with my my Milang watercolors, which is this set here. And this set is one that I have mentioned over and over and over and over again. I use it literally almost every time I stamp. So definitely every time I have been watercoloring. So I just think it turned out really nice. And then, of course, I used that same deckled edge die set there that I mentioned, and then my randomness postage marks from my little stash. And then, I don't know if you can see the sparkle on here, but I've been using this Shimmering Vanilla Wishes body spray, and I think this is from Walmart. At first I thought it may be from Bath & Body Works, but there's no branding on here. So, and of course they would have branding. I'm pretty sure I picked this up several years ago at Walmart. And you wouldn't think that this would work, but it's actually really beautiful on paper. So I'm very happy with it. I also, while I've been here in my room, I have this, let me show you. I have this little carrier thing on my desk, which is just a little plastic tote type thing. And I have it filled with like blank note cards, blank envelopes, some card bases, and some more little note cards and things like that. And in there, as I was organizing that and getting it all tidied up, I came across a couple of stamped images that my friend had sent to me of this stamp. So I decided to color one. And of course, you know, anything to procrastinate tidying up. So I colored up this image, die cut her with that larger deckled edge die, and then did my same faux stitching nonsense, or faux stamping nonsense around the outside edges here. And that music stamp is this one here. And I think this might be a Stamp Peddler stamp. It's an old one for sure. I'm not sure who it's from. Oh, it's from Judikins, maybe. I think it's a J. This might be a Judikins stamp. So anyway, but you know, any music stamp would work and do the same. So that's what I added around the edges here. And then I also added a little eyelet, and then I tied my string and bow through that little eyelet there. I think she turned out really, really cute. The back side just has that on it. And then I made this card. This card uses a woodware stamp, and I believe it's called Sardines, maybe. But regardless, it's from woodware. And in the background here, I used a Carabelle Studio stamp. It's an art journal stamp. It's really big and has lots of numbers and swirlies and stuff all over it. So, but you can also pick both of these stamps up at Simon Says Stamp. So I think this turned out so fun. And I don't know if you can see the sparkle. I wish you guys could see real life. So I think it turned out so cute. Just some random paper from my stash. I don't remember what paper pad that orange is from, but it's probably from a Halloween pad though. And then the inside looks like this, the little sentiments from the set. And then the back looks like that. This is one of the few cards that I've made this week that I actually finished the back for. So there's that. And then I also made some cards using the September limited edition release that Tim Holtz did with Simon Says Stamp. So here's Santa. And maybe you can see the shimmer on him. But he is stamped on Copic-friendly paper and colored with Copic markers. And again, I used that same deckled edge die set from Honeybee. This stamp here, I believe, is from one of the cat sets, one of the Snarky Cat sets, maybe the Halloween one. No, not the Halloween one. It's the Christmas one. Obviously, it's about Santa. I'm sure it's here, right here. But anyway, it's got to be from the Snarky Cats. So I think that turned out really cute, though. And then I did lots of faux stitching and distressing, again, using my little trusty ruler here. The little stitching here is from a random set that I have. I am not sure who it's from, but that's the stitching here and in the corner here as well. And then the back of this card looks like that. And it's blank on the inside yet. So there's Santa. And then I also made this one here with the snowman and the pot on his head. And again, I did some heavy distressing. In the background there, you can see some text paper that I've added so that there's like a little peekaboo on each of these little tears. And again, there's that little zigzag stamp. This paper here is from that new Joann's Park Lane paper pad that I picked up last week, maybe. And this also is from one of the Park Lane pads. So I think it's really cute. I, of course, just did a lot of distressing. And then I added this shimmer spray to this card as well. And you can see how it reacted with the distress ink in there. It kind of added like little speckles. I think that looks really cool. You can see it up here as well. So I think that looks great. And then I also made a card using the sweater stamp from that stamp set. And again, I mean, same layout, same deckled dies, everything. It's pretty much the same. More paper from one of the Park Lane pads from Joann. And then blank on the inside, and this one looks like that on the back. And then I do have 4 more cards that I made that I don't think are finished yet. So you'll have to let me know what's missing. Do they need to have an eyelet set on them with a bow? Do they need... What do they... Tell me what they need, because I feel like they're missing something. I'll share my last one, my favorite last. So there's this one here, and it uses more paper from Joann, just some random text paper from my stash, and of course one of the sweaters. I did lots of distressing here, even ripped off the corner. Then there's this one. This is some of the paper from Maha Designs. I just feel like they're missing something. The sweaters are colored with Copic markers. Then there's this one here. This one I decided to put a wider black base on instead of such a narrow mat. And then the last one's my favorite. I love this red paper. This is from one of last year's Park Lane pads from Joann's at Christmas time. And I just liked how this little sweater print looks like hearts. I think that's really cute. So what do they need? Are they missing something? Let me know what they're missing. Faux stitching. They could have some faux stitching around here. That might help. But anywho, these are my projects that I wanted to share with you tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video and are inspired maybe to do some vintage stamping, faux vintage stamping. I think it's so fun and it's very relaxing. I love that you can tear things up and it looks great. But I thought these cards were really fun to make. And thank you so much to my friend who sent me a couple stamped images of her. I think she's adorable. And of course, I think my favorite of the bunch are my little chicken cards. So anywho, I hope you're inspired to try this type of a technique on some of your projects. It's really fun. And pull out some of your old stamps. You might have some postage stamps and cancellations and things like that. Certainly you might have some numbers, some speckles, and see what you can put together. So hope you all have a wonderful rest of the week. I have a very busy work week this week. So again, I need to get going and go to bed. But hope everyone has a great week, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.